Well, I was first diagnosed with breast cancer in 2001, and my immediate reaction was this wasn't possible, because that was one of the things that I had never worried about. Anyway, we got through that initial thing, the initial diagnosis and all the treatment for that year, and then I just continued to have checkups every year, and gradually over time it kind of faded from my memory. I got past it, and I was like, oh yeah, that was something that happened to me a long time ago, and it wasn't fun, but I'm done with it now. So unfortunately, just in February of 2009, I found out that the cancer had recurred, and it was in my bones, and so then it is unfortunately incurable. Originally, when I was diagnosed, I thought I could die. You know, this could be it. I could be taken away from my family in a year or 2 years. And then when I was seemingly cured, those fears were gone, and I didn't even think about them anymore. And this time, it's real. I mean, it's true. And so I realized that this time, this time there definitely was going to be an end, and it would most likely be because of the cancer. And my biggest concern at that point was for my family. I felt really sad for them, because I knew how hard it was going to be for them. And I felt sad for me, because I really wanted to spend as much time as I could with my grandchildren and be there to watch them grow up. And I have such an incredible family that I just love spending time with them and being with them. And it was really hard for me to realize that that wasn't going to happen. But at the same time, I realized that I wasn't guaranteed any time here on earth, and I've never thought that, I guess I can say, I never thought that I've been cheated, or I never questioned why this was happening to me. I never questioned God and said, God, why are you doing this to me? This isn't something that He's doing to me. This is just a natural part of life. Everybody is going to have to die sometime, and in one way or another, and this just happens that this is going to be the way that I'm most likely going to die. So the only reason for me to still be on the earth is, one, for my family, because I know that it will be hard for them, but two, to glorify the Lord. So I just recently at a conference heard the story of the blind man. And I believe it was the Pharisees asked Jesus why he was blind. Was it some sin of his or some sin of his parents? And Jesus said it wasn't that at all, but it was so that Jesus could be glorified. I guess all I can say is I just want to live every day with that thought in my mind, Lord, how can I glorify you today? And if my purpose is just to continue to glorify the Lord through my relationship with my family, and the way that, and however I can serve Him there, however I can serve Him at church and be part of that, and perhaps minister in some way, that's awesome. That's all I want to do, is just bring glory to God through this whole situation.